Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, could you please confirm? Is my voice is loud and clear? Clear, right? Done. So in the last class, we are discussing about the matplotlib. So in the last class, we are discussing about the matplotlib, and we have completed a few plots. The plots which we have covered is first one is histogram. Okay, and followed by we have discussed box plot, followed by scatter plot, and followed by line plot. Okay, for each of the plot, one advantage is there. I mean, the usage and everything application. Coming for the histogram, what is the advantage of histogram is it gives the overall distribution of the data of the continuous variable, and it is applied on the univariate, means by considering a single variable. It gives the overall distribution of the data, and whereas box plot will give the 5-number summary. Along with the 5-number summary, it gives about the outliers, whether outliers are present or not. Scatter plot, it gives the how the distribution of the data is there between two variables. Okay, how the data was distributed between two variables. And from the scatter plot, we are going to understand whether they are directly proportional or indirectly proportional. For example, if the scatter plot, in the scatter plot, if the data points are like this, if the data points are in this way, we are going to say that x is directly proportional to y. Means here, what are the x value you are having, initial x value, and this final point will be there. Now, somewhere the final points will be there. The final point. From here to here, your x value was increased. For the same data points, your y also increased. So S increases, Y increases. As X increases, Y increases. It is called as X is directly proportional to Y, and direction is positive direction. We call it as positive direction. For example, if the scatter plot is not in this way, if the scatter plot is in this way, the scatter plot is in this way downside, then X is inversely proportional to Y. Means as X increases, Y decreases. It is called as negative direction. Example of this one is, so here you can see the example. What are the example you are having? So for this example, we can have X and Y like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y is equal to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you draw the scatter plot between this 1, 6, first data point is 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8, 4, 9, 5, 10. So the data points will increase. So you see here, as X increases, Y is increasing. Now let us go with the one more example where you are having X and Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now if you draw the scatter plot, 1, 10. This is 1, 10. 2, 9. 3, 8. 4, 7. 5, 6. As your x-axis increasing, your y values are decreasing. So in the scatter plot, downside indicates that x increases, y decreases. Here x increases, y increases. So from the scatter plot, we can clearly say that whether they are directly proportional or indirectly proportional, means the direction is positive direction or negative direction. Upwards is called as positive direction, downwards is called as negative direction. As x increases, y increases, or x increases, y decreases. So the same thing we can get. So whatever from the scatter plot you are going to get now, from the scatter plot, you are going to get the direction, whether they are directly proportional to each other or inversely proportional to each other. Measure, instead of plot, if you have to go with the measure, your correlation value will be there now. Correlation. In the correlation value is positive. What is the meaning of correlation value positive? They are directly proportional to each other. If the correlation is negative, they are inversely proportional to each other. Here, measure wise correlation will tell you, plot wise scatter plot will tell you the same information. Both the informations will be the same, but one is through measure wise, one is through plot wise. Like how we are having the measure skewness. From the skewness, how we are going to say whether the data was normal distributed or skew distributed, and how we are going to say based on the histogram. Histogram is used for plotting purpose, skewness is used for measuring purpose. Both will give the same information, whether it is a left skewed or right skewed or symmetrical, everything, right? Similarly here, correlation value also will give the, if the correlation value is plus 0.8, this plus symbol is there now. This plus symbol indicates positive direction, means x increases, y increases. If the correlation is negative, it indicates that it is negative direction, means x increases, y decreases. Same thing we can observe from the scatter plot. After scatter plot, we have seen the line plot. What is line plot? Means as time increases or as the x value increases, how the distribution of the data. Generally, when we'll apply the line plot means, so what are the line plot we are having? Generally, when we'll take the line plot, so here sales, for example, January to February, how the sales distribution is there. From say February to March, March to April, April to June, May, like that. Whatever we are having, just we are going to observe the sales, monthly wise sales or yearly wise sales or day wise sales, price wise, how the price was changing. All these things we are going to observe. So as X increases, how the prices, Y, how the distribution of the Y is there. Generally, line plot is used for the time series variable. As the time increases, how the value changes. That is the one which we generally observe in the line plot, right? Now, these are the 4 plots which we have completed in the previous class. In today's class, we are going to observe the remaining kinds of plots. So, as I've told you, we are having the continuous variable and we are having the discrete variable and we are having the time series variable. 3 different types of variables will be there in the structured data. Whether the data is in the SQL inside the database or whether it is in the Excel sheet, but data will be of 3 types. Okay, the entire structured data will be of 3 types. Either every column should be either continuous or it should be either discrete or it should be either time series. For each type of variable, we are having the different types of measures along with the different types of plots. And what are the measures you are applying on the continuous variable? That measure should not be applied on the discrete variable. For discrete variable, we are having the different types of plots. For each of them, we are having the different types of measures and different types of plots. For time series, what are the plots we are having is line plot. For continuous variable, we are having the histogram and box plot. For unique, I mean individual columns, univariate plots are these. Bivariate are scatter plot. For discrete variable, for discrete also we are going to apply in the same way. So for different types of variables, different kinds of plots we are having. The plots which are used for continuous should not be used for discrete. The plots which are used for discrete should not be used for continuous because the meanings are different. Is the point is clear? Now, but every plot, finally at the end of the every plot will give the how the data was distributed. How the data was distributed. Distribution of the data. How the data was distributed, if you understand, analysis will be done. Within the males, how many, what is the average marks? Within the females, what is the average marks? And how many hours they have studied or something. First, you have to understand the overall. And from that, you are going to observe. And your analysis, which is called as analytical report. Is the point is clear? For all the different types of variables, different kinds of plots. At the end, distribution is common. Whether you apply the histogram, I will say that how the distribution of the data is there. If you ask me what is the Bloch's plot, again I will say that it is representing in the 5-number summary along with the outliers. Scatter plot, how the data was distributed among the two variables. Line plot, how the data was distributed as x increases. Means as time changes, as time varies, how the data was distributed. How the data was distributed sentence is common for me. In every part, in every plot, whatever the plot you take, how the data was distributed. Data was distributed. This sentence will be the same for everything. Comma, next sentence will be added. How the data was distributed between two variables is called as scatter plot. How the data was distributed as the time changes. How the data was distributed in a single continuous variable. How the data was distributed is the sentence is common. Because at the end, all the plots will give me how the data was distribution only. Right? Now, coming to the next plot, we are going to have the for discrete variables. Next one is for discrete variables. And in the Matplotlib, we are going to have the basic level plots. In advanced level plots, if you want to see, we have to go with the Seaborn. Some plots we are having advantage with the Matplotlib. Some we are having the advantage with the Seaborn. For example, if I ask you, what is 12 into 10? You are going to say immediately 120 without using the calculator. If I ask 152 into 45, now you can't say in the same way. Just you are going to either use paper and pen or you are going to use the calculator in terms of. So is multiplication only na. In this example also, multiplication only na. In this example, you have given answer very quickly, and this multiplication, why you are not giving, miss? Level of data was increased. Simple. So same way, in some examples, for basic examples, some situations will be there where we can apply the Matplotlib. There might be a situation where we have to apply Seaborn. According to that, if everything can be done Seaborn, means Matplotlib library will be deleted in the Python. If everything can be done in the Matplotlib, means Seaborn should be deleted. Then why to keep in the Python unnecessarily that library? They can delete now. If there is no use, only basic plots are there. There is no use, means simply they can delete, right? Because some advantages will be there in each of them. According to your requirement, you have to choose which advantage and which one like that. For example, you are having some 3 to 4 friends are there in this class. Which friend you are going to meet after the class, miss? Based on your requirement. All the 4 friends you'll not meet, or all the 4 friends you'll not be at a time together, na? With one of the friend you are be and your other friends you are not there, miss? Why? Right? So same way. Now coming to the discrete variable. For discrete variable, what is a pie plot? Pie chart or pie plot. Now what is meant by pie chart or pie plot? Means it gives the percentage of each category. Okay, count and their percentage. Two things are there. So here, first, let me show you the data set. This is the same data set which we have executed in the last class. Okay, the same data set I'm going to consider. So now here total how many records are there? 15 records are there. This is overall. In these 15 records, how many of them are females? How many of them are males? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So females are 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Males are 9. Okay. Females are 6, males are 9. This is a value counts category and their counts. Now the same thing if you represent, it is called as count plot. In a bar wise, if you represent, what are the number of females you are having? F with a 6, height of 6, and males with a height of 9. If you represent the same thing within a bar plot, it is called as count plot because it is representing the count. Okay. Now, same thing I want in terms of the percentage or probability. How to calculate the probability? 6 by 15, 9 by 15. So here I'm going to show you first one using the pandas. First, let me show you using the pandas. That is, what are the value counts means? Males are 9, females are 6. Now, I want their percentage also. Similarly, I want their percentage. Dot. How to calculate the percentage? By applying the length of DF. Divide by length of DF. How many males are there? Means 60% of males, 40% of females. Now, same thing I'm going to consider here. plt.py. Plot name is plt.py. Within that, I'm going to give the column name is gender column. And I'm going to get the gender column in this way. df of gender dot value counts. I have to give the values. So I'm going to give the value counts. So here I'm going to get a pie plot. Now, what is this pie plot? In this pie plot, it is a circle where each category is shown separately their percentage. Now, in this circle, total 360 degrees will be there. Out of 360 degrees, each category, how much amount of percentage is there, that much amount it is going to use. Now, this is 60% of the data. This is 40% of the data. This is males. This is females. Sir, how you know, sir? 40, 60, male and female. Just it is calculating like this. Just it is showing like this. How you can say all these things, miss? Here I'm going to add the labels. Labels is equal to M. First one is M. Second one is F. So when I add the labels like this, can you see now? M and F. So M and F. Next, sir, okay, M and F, okay. Now you told that 60%, 40%. From where you got that one? So here you have to write auto PCT. Auto PCT means auto percentage calculation. And within that, we have to take the inverted commas. Within that, you are going to write percentage 1.1 F and percentage. Now you can see here 60% and 40%. Right? What is this 1.1 miss? It is going to calculate till 1 decimal. It is calculating till 1 decimal. For example, if you want up to 2 decimals or 3 decimals, you have to change accordingly. Up to 1 decimal, it is 1.1 F. Okay. So like this, it is going to show the how the data was distributed. Now let's try with one more example. So now here I'm having overall 100 students are there. Out of 100 students, 20 students are from BTech. And from MTech, I'm having with 35 students. And after this, 1 minute, MCA and MTech. MCA and also with MBA. And 10 and 25. This is my requirement. Okay, total 100 students are there. Okay, 55, 65, sorry, 55, 65, 65 plus 25, 90 only now. Total is 90. It is not even 100. It is 90. Okay, now 90 students only let us take. Or first let us go with the simple example and let us make later with respect to some kind of different example. So for understanding purpose, I'm making this example somewhat simple first time, and I will go with one more example. Second example, we'll try with different one. Okay. And we are having total 100 students like this. Now in the pie plot, what happens? First, it is going to take 20 divided by 100. You are going to get here 20%. 35 divided by 100. 100 is the total number. In this case, 100 is the total number. So I'm dividing with 100. If it is 90 means divide by 90. If it is 40 means divide by 40. What are the number I'm going to divide? Okay, 35 divided by 100. So it is 35%. 20 divided by 100. It is 20%. 25 divided by 100. It is again 25%. Now, starting from here, in the circle, it will start from here in the anti-clockwise direction. It will go in the anti-clockwise direction up to 20%. So this is the first 20%. And from there, it will go with the 35%. This is 35. %35. And from 35%, it will again calculate 20% and balance 25%. Like this, it is going to divide. The entire what of the circle is there? In the circle, overall, it is 360 degrees. Out of which 20% means 20 into 360 degrees is nothing but up to 72 degrees. It is going to take a, for example, in our case, we are going to take some kind of protractor manually, and we are going to draw up to 72 degrees and we are going to sec. So in the entire area, 20% of the area was separated. 20% of the area was separated for BTech, 35% for MBA, 20% for MCA, and along with the for MTech, it is 25%. Like this. Like this, we are going to separate the data. Now, let us see the same here. First, I'm going to take the values 20, 35, 10, 25. This is 20. And labels are BTech, MBA, MCA, and MTech. And I'm going to calculate the auto percentage. Can you see? 20, 35, 20, and 25. So it shows the entire data distribution in terms of their percentage. Sir, I don't want percentage, sir. I want count wise. Then you have to go with the bar. In that case, you have to go with the bar plot. So if you want to show in terms of count wise means bar plot. If you want to show them in the terms of percentage means pie plot. Is the difference is clear? When we have to use the pie plot means when we have to show their percentage. For example, in this class, assume total 100 students are there. 20 students are from BTech, 35 students are from MBA, 20 students are MCA, and MTech are 25 students are there. Then we are going to say that in the class, 35% of the students are from MBA. Many students are from MBA. Is the point is clear? Now, next, if you want to highlight any particular one, for example, I want to highlight the MBA because it is very high. Okay. Now I want to, then I'm going to use the exploit and exploit 0 comma, which category, which one? MBA. MBA is in the which position? Where is your MBA? Second one. For second one, you have to give the value of 0.1. Comma 0, comma 0. For which one you want to separate, that you have to give, so that it is going to separate the second one with a distance of 0.1. This distance is 0.1. It is separating that one. Whichever the category you want to separate, that particular category you have to select. This one you want to separate. For example, BTech you want to separate. Then you have to write for the BTech 0.1. Then BTech will be separated. 0.1. Then BTech will be separated. Okay. So which category you want to separate, that particular one you have to write. Generally, which one will separate like that means which is having over high value or least value. Which is having miss very good number, high number or least number, that will be separated generally. Right? Is the point is clear? Now, why 0.1 only, sir? If you add 0.5 or 0.6 or something, the distance will be very high. So to be more close, we are going to take somewhat 0.1. If you still want, you can take in terms of like 0.01. The distance will be slightly. Is the point is clear? So that is exploit. So these are called as labels. These are called as labels. And where this is called as percentage, your percentage, and calculation will be done. Depends, calculation will not be selected by you. Calculation will be done based on the number of records. So as I have told you earlier, let us take here 10 only. Now what happens? 20, 35, 10 and 25. This is BTech, this is MBA, this is MCA, and this is MTech. Right? Now total is 90 only. Now how to calculate the percentage of how many percentage of BTech students are there? Miss 20 divided by 90. That is the percentage which you are going to get. 35 divided by 90, 10 divided by 90, and 25 divided by 90. It will only calculate internally. Auto PCT miss, it will calculate this one. Okay, auto PCT, if you write, it will display for you. If you don't write auto PCT, it will not display, but calculation will be done. Percentage calculation will be done. And it is going to show like this. The output will be like this. Okay, generally, whenever you are having, we generally always show along with the decimal. Without decimal, will not show within the pie plot. Generally, because the number of records will not be every time divided by 100. Number of, for example, if you go with the tips data set, it is 100 records or no. If you go with the stroke prediction data set, or if you go with the SQL data set, what are the data sets we have worked earlier? Have you observed any data set is having round figure? No. None of the data set will have the round figure. So when it is not having in the round figure, obviously you'll get the decimal. So obviously will show in the decimal. Right? And how the data was distributed. Sir, what is the difference between this example versus this example? Means here values you have provided. All the 4 values you have provided. For example, if it is inside the data frame, for example, gender, then you have to provide the input as df of gender dot value counts. Either you have to provide the value counts. So it will only take the male as 9 and female as 6, or you have to provide the list that is 9, 6, either of these two. So here in this example, either you have to provide the value counts or either you have to provide in terms of list of you are going to take a list of 9, 6. Okay, either you have to provide the values or you have to provide as the value counts. Sir, labels, sir. Labels you can provide manually as per your choice. What are the names you want to give? You can provide. No, sir, it has to take automatically. Miss from the value counts. What are the value counts is there? Value counts dot index. First value counts. What value counts will give you? Miss category and their count. Category is nothing but index name. Counts only, it is basically, it is a series. Okay, basically it is going to give the 9 and 6. This is the index names. Instead of displaying the index names as 0 and 1, it is displaying the index names as M and F. Now, whatever the index names I want, how to get the index names miss dot index. And how to convert this one to list miss to list. Now, whatever the to list you are having, you can provide this one as your labels. Either you can provide the like this, or you can provide in terms of this list of categories, so that it will only take, it will calculate automatically. Is the point is clear? So in this example, I'm going to take directly from the data frame the values along with their labels also. Here I have provided manually. Values I have provided manually, or labels you have provided manually. Sir, for example, here M and F it is taking now. Labels are taken as M and F. No, sir, not M and F. Male and female. M and F is understood by me. But generally, what are the plots we are going to do now? These plots are for others' understanding purpose. Sir, some examples, see, for example, value counts is there. Number of males, how many males are there? Miss 9. How many females are there? 6. And what is their percentage? Percentage means 9 by 6, which is 60%. And 6 by 15 is, which is nothing but 40%. Sir, this one we can get by using the value counts. This is by value counts. This is by value counts divided by length of DF. And we are going to get the percentage like this. Now, answer is visible, no, sir. Again, why to represent them in the plots? Why to draw the circle? And in that, again, 60% of the data this side, 40% M, F. And for this bar plot, height of M with 9 and height of female with 6. Why to draw? Already details are available now. Why to draw separately again? If you draw means answer will change. Huh? No. If you don't draw means answer will change. Huh? No. Analysis will be the same. Final conclusion is same. Everything is same. Then why to draw the plots means this is for our purpose. This is for others. When you keep in front of others, when you come into the presentation, in the presentation, if you show the some numbers and if you explain numbers one by one, so this is the one, next number, if you explain continuously the numbers, none of them will understand. If you show them using the plots, everyone will understand. Plots are basically used for presentation purpose. When you are doing the presentation, sir, for example, I'm not going to do the presentation. I will do myself only. I no need to show to others. I'm doing only for myself, my analysis purpose. Then no need to apply the plots. Remove. Remove. Pie plot not required. And this one is not required. Bar plot is not required. For your purpose only now. Already in the pandas, what are the answer is there? You will only understand automatically now. For you again plots why? If not interested, remove. After your presentation, when you bring, once your analysis was completed, you want to present to others. Bring in a table numbers and start explaining. Continuation, you say the numbers like this, that one, this one, this one, this one, like this. If you continuously say the numbers, finally none of the person will understand anything. If you want, you can try. After your analysis is completed, one project will be completed not tomorrow. After that, what are the, without presenting, what are the analysis you have observed? Just you try to present. Theoretically, you present. Now, what happens means, first, others will not understand anything. First one. Second one is, slowly they'll get into the sleep. Continuously, if you give the theory, automatically sleep only will be there. Right? Once the client, whoever the person has given the project to us, and he is getting bored, means, remember, in your entire lifetime, you'll never get the one more project from him. 100 out of 100% guarantee. Never. In your entire life only, never. Though if you start again a big level of company also, you'll never get. Right? Because once you are making in terms of like that board, he will never give the project. Once he has not given the second project to you, miss, he has went to the another person. Once he has approached to a different person and that different person has given the positive impression on him, miss, suddenly after seeing the negative, suddenly positive, it will have more impact. Directly seeing the positive will not have that much of impact. But after seeing the negative positive one, It will have more impact on the human brain. That is human psychology. Okay, directly if you get out of 100 marks, if you get 90 marks also, some people will not be satisfied. But if once you fail in that exam with the 35 marks, and from 35 to again 90 if you get, it's going to be the next level satisfaction. Directly if you get 90 also will not be satisfied sometimes. Right? That is human psychology by default. So everyone knows this one. So once in the company, once your presentation was bored and they have seen a very extraordinary presentation, then automatically they will get a good impression. Okay, sir, try. Let's give it a small try. Once our project is completed, tomorrow we are going to start first project in the data analytics. Complete data analytics project is tomorrow. And once I complete one project, now I will give the similar kind of data sets to you to work on that. Okay, you are going to work on that. And after working on that, you come with a presentation. You create the presentation. I will tell you how to create also everything. You come with a presentation. I'm present in front of others. Now, while presenting in front of others, first student, he will not present properly. He is not able to speak properly, or he is not able to explain, or I'm asking more number of questions and they are getting tension or something. Now, suddenly second student is explaining very clearly. What is the impression you will get? He is a topper or something like this. Will feel like that. He's having a very high subject like that. Will feel like that. Basically will not understand. This same person comes first, miss, it is a different. But after seeing one waste fellow, if you see extraordinary fellow, will feel that he is a class topper. Okay, same thing will happen in the companies also. Okay, so how much simplification we are making to the client is more important. End user. Tomorrow, as I have told you, we are going to start the first project, and the project will take 2 or 3 days of time in the class. And after that, I'm going to give the similar kind of project for you, and you are going to work now. After your work was completed, you go and explain to your friend only, to your friend who doesn't know about data analytics. Condition applies. They should know what is data analytics only. They don't know what is Power BI. They don't know what is Python. They don't know anything. Just you tell that, Array, I have got one business problem like this. This is the project, and I have executed something. Just tell me how it is looking. And while explaining, see the expression of the person, your friend expression. If he's excited and he's understanding something, okay, nice. Something he's giving the expression like that means, okay. And after saying this one, he's saying left side like this, right side like this. He's not able to understand anything. Then you are a worst presenter. Basically, a data analyst should be a good storyteller. He should properly explain the things in a very simple way. How much simple way he explains, how much simplification he makes in the PPT or in the explanation, that much of great data analyst. How many plots you are going to use? No one is going to ask. In one plot, you will explain, at 10 plots, you will explain, and that is not important. Others should not get bored in your explanation. Okay, generally in the companies, what happens means the client is there, whoever has given the project to you, he will be more excited to listen to your analysis. Why? Because this is his project now, his business only now. You are telling the loopholes of this, his business. His business you are explaining means, obviously he will be interested now. Sir, for example, you have run the business for last 2 years. In the last 2 years, in the month of May, you have got with respect to high amount of sales miss. Obviously, he will start thinking in the last year, May, who has came to my, like that, he will start thinking. His business only you are explaining, right? Obviously, when you are explaining his business, he will start. And in this business, you will explain some analysis now. He will also get some ideas. Hey, I can't apply in this way to improve my business. I can't try like this. I can't try like this. He will also get some ideas, basically. He will also keep one paper and pen. Observe tomorrow. He will compulsory come with a paper and pen. The paper means in terms of iPad or anything, but he will also write in front of you. That is damn sure. He will also write the important points. Whatever you are explaining now, he will also write. Because this is his business. While when you are explaining, he will get some ideas. That ideas also he will write. And at the end, he will ask, SRK, I have got this idea. Can you check like this, in this way? He will say like that at the end. Right? They will also get some ideas because they are also human brain only. Na? That brain also will work, na, basically. So they will also get some ideas. They will also write some points. And how much important points you have developed and you are showing their profit. Sir, if you do like this, your profit percentage will increase. The more you show, the more the number of projects you get in the future. For that project, already contract was completed. They'll not give extra money, 1 rupee extra also. 1 rupee also they'll not give extra. But second project, immediately they'll give first priority for you only. Like that, continuation of projects will be there. When continuation of projects are there, automatically in the company, the persons who are working, no layoffs will be there. If projects are not there, from where the company will pay the salary? Automatically, they'll remove the people. Layoffs will come. Right? Is the points are clear? So for presentation purpose, we are making all these things. Now coming to the next one is called as count plot. So within the count plot, it is bar, plt dot bar. So within the bar plot, we are going to use these are the categories on x-axis. Height is y-axis. X-axis, I want BTech, each category on the x-axis. Sir, for example, here you have given the values, sir. If you don't want to give the values, then what do you have to give? DF of gender. I mean, what are the categorical variable? Which are the categorical variable is there? Categorical variable dot value counts dot index dot to list. This should be your x-axis. Y-axis should be values. What is values means? DF of column. What are the column dot value counts? This is value. The output is values. How many counts are there? Values you are going to get. This one you are going to get by using the dot index to list. Sir, why to write like this? Simply we can't take df of column dot unique. This is still more simple now. Why we have to go unnecessary like this? Simply unique means it will give the unique values, right? Directly. Here there is a problem. What is the problem is in terms of, for example, if your data set consists of, what are the data set? Gender is there, male and female, something you are having. Now unique values, when you ask, first you are going to get the unique values like this, male and F. Okay, let me show you with an example so that you'll understand very clearly. I'm going to create a data frame, pd.data frame. In that, I'm going to create a column called as gender using the dictionary. Column name is gender and the values are, first one is male, second one is female, third one is female. Okay, that's it. And let me store this one in the df1. Okay, now within the df1 of G, that is gender column dot unique. What are the unique values, guys? M and F. First M will come, followed by F will come. Let us try like this. First we'll start with the F letter, followed by M letter in our data set. Now if I ask what is the unique values, what is the unique values you are going to get means not M and F, it is F and M. Why F and M this time? Why earlier M and F? Because first it is going to store the first value. If, do you remember this, what is the backend code of unique? In a list, if you are having the, if you are having the values like this, how to select the unique values? Core Python I have explained. How to separate the unique values? For I in L, if I not in L1, I am going to take L1 is equal to this one, and L1 dot append of I. Now, first I value is going to be what? F. F will be appended. Followed by I value M. M will be appended. Followed by I value F. Already F is there, so it will not be appended. So what is the output you are going to get? Print L1 means, what is the output of print L1? First F followed by M. Now in this exam, same thing in the core Python only. For example, if I write here M and F, now what is the first one will be appended? MIF. That is the backend code of unique. Is the point is clear? But value counts will not work in that way. Value counts will give, see, here I'm going to take the value counts. Okay, what is the first one? F with 2 and 1. Here I'm going to take M. Now, what is the first one you are going to get, miss? M with 2 and 1. Because which category is having more number of that one, it is going to take. For example, F. Now in this data frame, which one is having more number of records? F. So see, F3 followed by 2. It is giving the priority for the number of records, not for alphabet. In the starting, if you have M also, in the starting, if you have F also, for example, in the starting M is there. Why here M is not displayed? Because this is the reason. Here, if you have F, then also F only. When number of records of each category are same, in that case, alphabet it will go. When when it is not same, first priority gives to the highest number of records. Which category highest number of records? That is the backend code was written for that. So sometimes what happens means, here you are going to get the M, and here you will get the F letter. Okay, when you go with the this one, value counts, in the value counts you will get the F letter here. In the unique values, what are the unique values you are having? Dot unique. It will give the M and F. The order is different. Now when you take the bar plot, I'm applying the bar plot, plt dot bar or plt dot pi. Already you know pi now. Let us go with the pi only. So this one I'm going to take as the values. Okay, values are this one, followed by labels. What are the labels are there? Labels is equal to unique values. What are the unique values are there? Unique values I'm going to give as the labels. Now can you see? M it is taking as 3 and F it is taking as 2. But basically F is 3, M is 2. Why it is giving opposite way like this? Because it has taken properly only. First 3 followed by 2 only it has taken. That is 3 by 5 which is 0.6. 2 by 5 which is 0.4. It has taken correctly only. But labels only you have given wrong way. Value, when you are taking the value counts, labels also should be considered from the value counts only. As per the value counts, what is the order is that order only you have to consider. You should not consider the unique values order. So instead of unique values, you have to add here value counts dot index dot to list. Then it will take exactly F and M. Is the point is clear? Why we should not consider the unique values? Why we have to consider the whatever the record you are considering, for that only index values you take. So now no more problem now. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? Why we should not consider the unique values? Now, next one is coming to the bar plot. Within the bar plot, we are having the different types of bar plot. One is called as vertical bar plot. horizontal bar plot, stacked bar plot, unstacked bar plot. Total 4 different types of bar plot is there. Okay. Now, every bar plot will represent the count of each category. This is common. Any bar plot, finally, it is going to represent their count, not percentage, count. Count means number of records of each category. Okay, number of records of the each category. Is the point is clear? Now let's start with the one by one. Let us start saying the one by one count of each category. What is the count of each category? Now, first let's start with the vertical bar plot. TF of gender dot value counts dot index dot to list. What will be the x-axis? First, let us take the DF of gender value count separately. Already the data set I have taken on the same data set. I'm continuing with the same example, 9 and 6. Now, what dot index dot to list? X is equal to, now what is going to be the X value? List of M comma F. This is X. Y is equal to value counts. What is the value counts? 9 comma 6. Now, I'm going to apply PLT dot bar between X comma Y. Means on X axis what I'm considering? M and F. On Y axis what I'm considering means 9 and 6. This is on Y axis. On X axis and M and F, on Y axis 9 and 6. And finally you're going to get the bar plot like this. Is the point is clear? Now, so here I'm adding the X label, Y label. On X axis what I'm going to give is categories of the gender column. Y axis I'm going to give the Y label as the count. So that count of each category, categories of gender. Okay. So whatever the way you want to represent in that way. So gender, instead of writing gender variable, categories of gender. What are the different categories of genders we are having? That is M and F. And count of each category. Is the point is clear? X label, Y label. Wherever it is applicable, you add. In the scatter plot also you can add. In the line plot you can add. Wherever it is applicable, just add the X label, Y label. See, for this line plot is there. But what you consider on X axis, what you consider on Y axis, who knows? So once you write X label and Y label, the presentation will be, for others also it will be understood very clearly. So wherever it is applicable, even in the scatter plot, wherever it is applicable, always we have to give a good color. Okay, when you are having the multiple things, you have to separate them with a color. And second one is wherever it is required, you have to add the labels. Except for pie plot. Pie plot label is different. For remaining like a bar plot, scatter plot, histograms, for everything, X label, Y label. Give the labeling. Properly label them. Okay, wherever it is required. So that others will understand very clearly. So next one is horizontal bar plot. Now in the horizontal bar plot, instead of vertical bar plot like this, same thing, I'm going to consider here male and female, male with a height of 9 and female with a height of 6. This is vertical. The same example I'm going to take here with horizontal. Okay. Same example, horizontal, where for horizontal we are going to use bar H. H means horizontal bar. Okay. PLT dot bar means vertical. PLT dot bar H means horizontal bar plot. Next one is called as stacked. This one only more important out of all of them, because these are all the of course, once you practice, these are called as Lilliput plots and somewhat this one. These are called as basic plots. Till now, whatever we have discussed, everything are basic plots. Advanced plots are only this. As of now, we have covered this one. Multiple things at a time we are going to compare now. Only this one will come under advanced. Single separately if you are showing now, they are all called as basics only. When you show something analysis purpose, some combination and that one, they are only considered as advanced. Now, here, what is stacked? Observe this one very clearly. Okay, turnover 90, 136, 89 and 27 values are there. Okay, which is of one dimensional array. List is one dimensional. And profit one dimensional. Companies some one dimensional. Four values are there. Observe this one. First three of them are generally list variables, three different variables you are going to take. Now come to this one. PLT dot bar. What is PLT dot bar, guys? Vertical bar or horizontal bar? Vertical bar. Companies comma turnover. Companies comma turnover means on x-axis what I have to consider, what y-axis what I have to consider. X-axis is companies. What are the companies? First one is Google. Second one is Amazon. Third one is Microsoft. Fourth one is Facebook, which is Meta. Right? Now, turnover. Now, turnover here, 90 is there. So, with a height of 90. Next one is 136 with a height of 136. And with a height of 89. Almost close to Google. Google and Microsoft almost close to each other. 89. And Facebook with a turnover of 27. This is the first line meaning. Everyone is okay with this line? Sir, what is the label? Ignore the label also. Label is also not there. Up to here, okay na? X comma Y. X axis, what is Y axis? Up to here, okay, right? Now, come to the second one. Second line. That is this line. Line number 6. PLT dot bar. Companies comma profit. Now, both should be represented in the same plot or different plots means same plot. Because why, sir? Because both of them are in the single cell only. Separate cell means separate plots. Single cell means in the same one. Now, what is the companies again? Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook. For this plot also, x-axis is same. Okay, sir, if it is different, what happens? That is next example. Let's try that next example. For example, both the companies are same. Now, once again, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Facebook. Now, profit. For the same Google, again, you have to take the profit of 40. So, for the same here, whatever you are having, x-axis, same value up to a height of 40, one more plot will be drawn. These two plots are attached to each other because company name is same. Is the point is clear? Now, Amazon. Amazon with a height of 16. And the next one is 34. And next one is 12. So, like this, you are going to get the plots. Just, I'm going to remove the label. And can you see? This is called as stacked because two bars are attached to each other. It is called as stacked bar. Attached to each other. Now, which one? Blue color indicates what? Orange color indicates what? What it will indicates? So, blue color indicates turnover. So, here I am writing the label. Second one, what are the orange is there? That indicates profit. And blue color indicates in terms of label is equal to turnover. Now, when I add the label like this, and I'm also adding the legend, then automatically it is going to present the blue color one is turnover, orange one is label, which is profit. Is the point is clear? Now, let's try with one more example. Same way. Okay. Now this time observe clearly. First one is okay. Now first come to the first one, plt dot bar companies. Instead of writing the companies, I'm writing the company names manually like this. First company is G. Second company is A. Third company name is M. Fourth company name is F. These are the four companies and these are the four values. This is not there. This is also not there. Legend is also not there. Only you are having this much. Label also not there. Let us remove the label. Now what is the answer of this? Only answer of this one what? G, A, M, F on the x-axis and with a height of 40. What are the height of 40 you are having? 40, 16, 34 and 12. Okay. Done with a single plot. Now plt dot bar. Here I'm going to take a company name called as only one company name. That company name I'm going to consider as GO. The company name is GO and the value is 90. Only one company, one value. One company and one value. Now, whether this company name is available here? No. Since the company name is not available, it is going to add side GO with a height of 90 like this. Add it. Now, I'm going to take the second company name. Second company name is A. Company name is A and the value I'm going to give here is 2 or 10. Now, first plot is common. Second plot, GO is not available, so GO was created. But A is available now. A is already available now. Should it create one more? No need. Already A is available. What is the value? 10. So within the A, it will go with a height of 10 and it will draw the one more plot. Because already A is available, so it will add that one. If the company name, if the x-axis is same, miss, it will combine. If x-axis value is different, miss, it will create. Simple. Is the point is clear? Sir, for example, next value is M. I'm going to take M. M is already available. And that value, what are the value is there? That value is 45. Here already M with 34 is there. Now it is going to add the new M with a height of 45. You have drawn like this. Now you are going to get a 45. Sir, 45 is there. Where is backside, sir? That one. See, you are drawing, let us take like this. You are drawing here blue color. One circle, you have drawn the blue color. And you covered this blue color with the pink color. Sir, blue color is missing, miss. What is this question? You only overshaded now. You only overshaded now. Inside that one is there. You overshaded and you are saying that it is not visible, miss. How it will be visible? First you have drawn the blue color. Over that you are drawing the pink color and a big circle like this. Now, sir, blue color is not visible, miss. Why to draw? Why to ask that question? Is the point is clear? So generally when the stacked bar plot will be applied means when you are having the one of the big values and comparatively next one is small values. In that case, we have to apply the stacked one. Sir, for example, like this is there, sir. Okay, like this is there. Then in this case, what we have to do? For example, first one is small number, second one is big number. It is overshaded. Then you bring this one into the top, that one bottom. Whichever the big numbers are there, that you write first. Big bars will be completed. In that you draw the second bars. Sir, okay. First one is 40. Second one is 16, 34, 12. Okay, this is the big one. Small one is within the 40, 24 is the small one. 16 in that 10 is the small one. For 34, within that 18 is also small one. But 12, 20 is there. This is the data set, sir. Data set was given like that. Now what I have to do? 3 values are less than this and 1 value is more than that. Now in this case, what I have to do means, here can you apply the stacked bar? No. If you apply the stacked bar, for 3 of them, the stacked bar will be represented properly internally. And for one of them, it is overshaded. Now what we have to do in this case means, we have to not to go with the stacked one, we have to go with the unstacked one side by side. What is the difference between the stacked versus unstacked means? Unstacked will give the side by side like this. Then what are the height? Not a problem, because one is not going to overshadow other now. So when you are having like this, in that case, we are going to use the unstacked. Is the point is clear? When to apply the stacked is clear for everyone? How this stacked will be working. So generally, your whatever the profits is there now, profits cannot cross the turnover. Never it cross. Your profits cannot cross the turnover. What is meant by turnover means overall sales. Total sales is called as. For example, if you are purchasing a product for 50 rupees, this is your buying price. At selling price, you are selling at 100 rupees. 100 rupees is called as your turnover. You have, but what is the profit miss? 50 rupees only the profit now. Turnover means total amount of sales. How much amount of sales you have done in that day. Cash counter, how much money is there in the cash? I mean, in the counter. That is called as turnover or sales per day. In that, sum of the amount will be the profit. Right? Can the profit can cross the turnover miss? Here, if you get the buying price at 0 also, and if you sell at 100 rupees also, turnover is 100, profit also 100 only will be there. It cannot cross more than that now. You can't purchase a buying price of some minus 100 rupees. You can't get like that, right? So think practically in terms of in which situations we can't apply this one. Sir, can you tell another example? Let us go with another example. In a day, you are having the maximum temperatures. In a same day, you will have average temperatures. In a day, on the same day, you will have the minimum temperature. Can a minimum temperature can cross the maximum temperature? No, no. Now it is possible now. So on Sunday, that is yesterday, what is the maximum temperature? In that, what is the minimum temperature you represent? And on Monday, what is the maximum temperature along with the minimum temperature? And from that, what you are going to understand means day by day, the maximum temperature is increasing. And minimum temperature also increasing, minimum temperature is falling. Maximum temperature increasing, minimum temperature increasing or decreasing. That one also we are going to observe. So minimum temperature cannot cross the more than the maximum temperature. So we have to understand the given problem. According to that, we have to set the plot. Every time it is not the stacked or every time it is not the unstacked. Is the point is clear? Everyone, any questions of stacked bar? Yes. Cell number 67. New one only. Small a also will be considered as a new one only. That category is not there now. Case sensitive now. Python is a every category is a case sensitive. Caps lock in the gender column. Caps lock M, small m, you are having like this. Then F, small m. Now, what are the categories you are having? How many unique categories are there? 3 unique categories. What are the 3 unique categories? M, small m, and F. Same way. These are all categories now. Categorical variable categories only, right? Is that clear? Now, coming to the next one called as unstacked. Now the same example what I have considered earlier, with the same example I'm going to take one more time. What is that example is company, Google, Amazon, Microsoft and Facebook, same turnover, same values, turnover, profit, everything is same. Okay. Now observe this one only. This is more important guys, and most of the students will get confused here. Okay. Now PLT dot bar, inside that bar, here I have considered what companies are. On x-axis what I'm giving? 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm not writing the company names. I'm writing the numbers. Is that clear? What you're writing on x-axis, it will be written on that. If you write numbers means numbers. If you write categories means categories. Okay. Now turnover. What is meant by turnover? 90. So for 0 category, what is the turnover? Up to a height of 90. Okay. Height is 90. Okay. What is the width size? Height 90. Up to here I have came. This up to here I have to draw, or bar I have to draw like this, or bar I have to draw like this. Width also will be there now. Bar. That width, what are the width is there? If you don't write anything, by default it will take 0.8. By default 0.8. Now here I'm writing the 0.25. 0.25 means from here to here with a 0.25. It will complete the bar. Up clear now? This is width distance, which is 0.25. Clear? Now height of 90, 0.25. Next, at 1, in the 1 position, what you have to write? 136. So it will go with a height of 136. How much width? 0.25. 0.25 means with 1.25. Next, with a 2. For 2, what is the value? 89. With a height of 89, with a point of 25. That is 2.25. With a height of, for 3, what is the value? 27. With a point of 25, that is 3.25. Okay. Let me print up to here only. Whatever I have drawn, whatever I am going to consider now, let me print up to here only without executing this one. I'm not executing this one. I'm not executing anything. None of them I'm executing. Only PLT dot bar, and even label. Label is there also, not there also, not a problem. For example, if you don't give the width, I'm not giving the width, default parameter now. If I don't give, it takes automatical. That is default parameter. Okay. Since I have given the width of 0.25, it is going to take only 0.25 width. Now it is clear why you got up, why you got the bars like this. Now come to the second one. This is more important. This is only important to understand this one only. We are doing all these things. Now PLT dot bar, where this point will start, second bar where it will start, in the distance exactly at 0 it will start, or at which position it will start? 0.25. Here it will start. Your second bar starts here. This is starting point. And what is the height it has to take? Profit, which is 40. So it will go with a height of 40. And what is the width? 0.25. So it is going to take 0.25. Now what is this value? 0.5. Starts from the 0.25, it will start. It is not starting at the 0. If it is starts at 0, for example, if I take like this, it is also starting at 0, 1, 2, 3 only. It is also starting at 0, 1, 2, 3. Means it is going to be the stacked one. If the both are same, means stacked one. Now I'm not starting at the 0. I'm giving a gap and I want to start at 0.25. Now first value where it is going to start? At 0.25 it is going to start. See, observe. 0.25 it has started. But second one where it has started? 1 only. Where this one was started, in the same position this one also started. That is the reason it is stacked. But it was not started in the same position now. It was started at 0.25. Side it was started. So side it has came. Sir, for example, here 0.15 it was starting. Now tell me, 1.15 means where it will be there? This is 0 to 0.25. Where 0.15? Here 0.15. It will come like this. Observe. Clear? The starting point only. You are just mentioning the starting point. This is 0.15. This is 0. This is 0.25. Okay. Like that you are mentioning the starting point with height. So I'm mentioning clearly 0 is my starting point. Go with the height of 40. Width of 0.25 means end with 0.25. That is the meaning I'm saying. How much height you have to take, how much width you have to take, and what is the starting point. Starting point I have given, width I have given means ending point is automatically locked now. Is the point is clear? Everyone, how to get the unstacked is clear now? So here I'm writing the 0.25. Wherever the first bar was ended, from there I'm going to start. So for example, the first bar you are going to take width of 0.4. Now, so tell me guys, first bar, it will start at 0. And where it is going to end? 0.4 it will end. Now, second bar here 0.25 means where it will start? Internally it will start. No, it should not start internal. Side it has to start means what should be the starting point? 0.4 should be the starting point. Then side by side I'm going to get like this. Now, here I'm going to take this one also width as 0.4. Is the point is clear? Side by side. Everyone? Anyone has any questions on stacked? So just here, what are the width you are going to give? That width only you have to add here for every number. 1.4, 2.4, and 3.4. Like this, side by side. Now, sir, here 0, 1, 2, 3. These numbers are not looking good, sir. Now you change this X ticks. What are the ticks you are having? 0, 1, 2, 3 as the company name. What is the company name? Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Facebook. Rename them. It is going to replace wherever the 0 is there. The 0 will be replaced with the first value Google. 1 will be replaced with Amazon. 2 will be replaced with Microsoft. 3 will be replaced with Facebook. Okay. And you are going to add the label, X label and Y label and legend. Now clearly you can see profits and their revenues side by side. What is the difference between this one versus this one? Means here attached to each other, here side by side each other. Stacked, unstacked. Clear? Everyone? Anyone has any questions? This is matplotlib. These are all the plots comes under matplotlib for basic plots. So still we are going to move on to the Seaborn, and tomorrow we'll discuss this subplots. Means at a time I want the multiple plots like histogram, bar plot, box plot, all these things at a time I want. Means for example, this is my plot. What are the plot is there? I'm going to divide this plot into 6 parts like this. In the first one, I'm going to draw the histogram. In the second one, I'll keep the box plot. In the third one, I'll keep the scatter plot. In the fourth one, I want in terms of line plot. In the fifth one, I want in terms of pie plot. In the sixth one, I want the bar plot. The entire data, whatever you want, you can divide subplots. Within the one plot, again subdivide. In your page, whatever you are having the white page, I ask you to divide your page into 2 parts. What you are going to do? You are going to fold into the half, right? So what are the page you are having? This is your white paper. If I ask to divide by half means, you'll ask the first question, sir, column wise or row wise? So if I say column wise, I want 2 columns with 1 row, you are going to divide the page half like this. If I say 2 rows with 1 column, you are going to divide the data like this. Your paper you are going to divide like this. If I say 2 rows, 2 columns, miss, paper only will be there. Size of the paper is not going to change. But subset, what are the subplots are there? The size of the subplot will be decreased. If I ask 4 by, I want 4 by 2, you are going to divide 4 divided by 2 like this. This is your first subplot, second subplot, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, and eighth one. Like that, you are going to get the multiple subplots. Each one. By default, it will take the colors. First one, it will give in the by default, it will tell us the blue, followed by it will take the orange, followed by green color. It is having by default. I mean, you want to give the different colors for the different one. Then that is not possible here in the advance. In the advance, it is possible. I will show you. Right? Done. If anyone has any questions, you can ask. What are the questions you are having? If anyone has any questions, you can ask. If no questions, you can leave. If no questions, you can leave. And I'm going to upload the notes of Matplotlib in your drive. And I'm going to give a folder called as data visualization. Yeah. If you are having any questions, please ask. If no questions, you can leave. Notes was uploaded and you can check. Matplotlib notes was uploaded. Yeah. Online students, if you are having any questions. Yeah, already uploaded. Komal, could you please check once? Already that is uploaded. How to convert SQ data to normal distribution data? Komal, could you check once now and can you please confirm me? If it is not there, means I will re-upload one more time.